certificate in education while in custody and is willing to further his education to the level of PhD.
Hello viewers, it's your boy Osapolo. We are here again. You see, this our country, Nigeria, where we find ourselves. I used to call it a very beautiful country. It's a very beautiful country indeed. Country where we find ourselves, where elite go do something. They will find one way or the other to temper justice. They will find one way or the other to consider that person. They will find one way or the other to see how they can grant that person bail. But na this same country wey common person, average Nigeria go commit one small crime, do small something, before you know, they don sen ten ce that person 14 years imprisonment. They don sen ten ce that person 10 years imprisonment. They don sen ten ce that person 8 years. We all know Evans. We know the gravity of crime wey Evans commit. Just like very dark man rightly said, by now we don't expect to dey hear say this person dey alive, or they even think of to send this man to school. What are you sending this man to school for? What are you sending him to school for? To come back, come become more expert than he was, or to come back, come build instruments where he go even use Hakaso rock? The truth of the matter is, there are things we don't even consider as leaders. There are things we don't even think of doing. How can somebody who committed such crime, would they think of to send them to school? Would they think of how to free them? Okay, what happened to the lives where this man don't buy? What happened to the people where this man collect their money? Wetin happened to them? Is Nigeria going to refund those money, or are they going to bring back the lives of those people wey buy? So for this Nigeria now, we go still consider that person. Tomorrow they waka. Let's assume say he don't buy my person, and I see am tomorrow they waka. How would I feel? How do our leaders want me to feel? How do they want the people he buy their person to feel? They will obviously feel bad. We shouldn't be thinking of this. We shouldn't be thinking of granting this man or sending this man to school. There are ways to handle this issue. Okay, just like other cases, somebody go steal maggi, or somebody go steal salt, or somebody go steal yam, when we know say as a result of hungry, na that person commits that crime, or as a result of the pressure wey they face for house, na that person commit that crime. Yet we go, Nigerians leaders go send that person to prison, and then remind them they are not even talking about his case, not even thinking towards that person. But look at this man. I expected our leaders, I expected our elite to want to head together and think of how to even seize every belonging where that man gets, at least to serve as a lesson to every other person who they plan to go towards that direction, so that when you remember what they did to Evans, you wouldn't want to dare it, you wouldn't want to think about it. And leaders really need to rethink the way they handle issues handle issues that concerns their fellow elite. No. They need to do something. They can't be treating us as if we are from other country, or the elite are from other country and we are from other country. Or are they trying to tell us that this Nigeria is too Nigeria? Maybe in the comment section we will interact about that. But please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for more videos like this. Kindly listen to what Very Dark Man has to say and the reactions of Nigeria. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Certificate in education while in custody and is willing to further his education to the level of PhD.
The federal government gave him an opportunity to reform and re-educate himself. They gave him scholarship at a maximum security prison, Krike. He took the scholarship. The outcome of the scholarship is that today he has NECO, he has NCE, merit. That is almost distinction. And he was admitted on merit to Open University. And he's on 200 level. Because if the plea bargain and clemency, which we are pursuing, is acceptable to Lagos State government, and he is let out of prison, he will be under the custody of Lagos State government.
Evans has been remanded at the Kirikiri Maximum Security Facility here in Lagos for the past 8 years. He says he's now remorseful of all the crimes he's committed and is asking the Lagos state government for a second chance. But the prosecutor told the court that his plea bargain request will now be tabled before the committee, who will sit next in March. This case has now been adjourned to March the 20th for report on his plea bargain request.
All right, so, at this point, I am beginning to believe the rumors that some of these big men in Nigeria, especially some of these government officials, might be involved in kidnapping and hiring. If governments want to do something crazy, they'll put it in your face. Then they'll see how you will react to the news. Now, if you don't know who Evans the Kidnapper is, Evans the Kidnapper is a notorious kidnapper that was arrested about 8-9 years ago, that made a lot of money from alleged kidnapping, billions of naira. I think he was arrested then by Abba Kyari. I think he was arrested by Abba Kyari's team, because Abba Kyari was the one that had the whole gadget that Evans the Kidnapper had. Now, rumors said that Evans the Kidnapper had some gadgets that if he enters here and tries to kidnap anybody, the whole network in this place, he would jam their network. He was so sophisticated in his job that he was doing so well in kidnapping. You just said the news. It don't look as if government won't release them. Now, let me list out some of his crimes according to Google. It says, Onwu Amadike is undergoing a trial. So a lot of people have allegedly pie in the hands of this guy, and now they don't give this guy a program where we saying they go school, he don't even done, they won't graduate, so they don't think of how they'll take release them. People like this supposed to be alive. People like this supposed to be alive. The fact that this guy is even alive is just even crazy to me. Meanwhile, they plan to release this guy. Meanwhile, some people are still awaiting trial in prison. I came out of prison that time and I told you people something. I said, see, inside the Kuje prison where they lock me, if there are 10,000 criminals, if there are 1,000 suspects in that prison, about 800 are waiting trial. They are waiting trial over petty crimes, and they are waiting trial. They have been there for like 7-8 years. 7-8 years they don't do that prison. They never even know what happened to them. Some of them steal petty things where they go lock them up. Meanwhile, they won't leave Evans the Kidnapper. Now again, the rumors are beginning to become true. They said that it is because of Evans the Kidnapper that they set up Abba Kyari. I don't know how true this is, but it's making sense. It's making sense. That Abba Kyari was doing too much. He was catching too many people. He get home for body. He was also corrupt at some point. But they said he was doing too much. He was catching too many criminals. Imagine catching Abba Kyari and catching the other guy from Taraba State. What's the name of the other guy? I don't forget that one they released recently. Boom! Next thing, cha. They go detain him. They go lock up Abba Kyari, put some charges on him, go put him for prison. Super cop. This country they crazy. So now on our plan now to let Evans come the go now. Well, Evans, just in case they let you go, my own na to open eyes of people for Nigeria. No find you, no find you. Now our country go take better. Now make people like me they talk. I don't know you from anywhere. No go find me, oh. Hey, this country, if you play, you gonna learn, and you will learn the hard way when this government show you how crazy they are. Now I am beginning to believe the rumors. This government? Oh shit.
I started in Anambra. Then from Anambra I moved to Edo.
How many jobs did you do in Anambra?
The truth of the matter is that I did not do anything in Anambra.
Okay.
I did not do anything in Anambra. Okay. Anambra can get the record of it. Okay. You understand?
Edo?
Okay, Edo State. Edo State is like about 3 times.
Okay. What did you do?
In Edo State, before I come to Lagos.
What did you do in Edo State?
3 times. First, second time, it's kidnapping.
Who and who?
Huh?
Who and who did you kidnap?
I don't know their names.
Okay. How do you get your information before you go to kidnap someone?
You understand?
Oh, yeah.
You get information.
In Edo, who you technical?
In Edo?
No, he'll be asking you.
In Edo, 2008, 2009, we kidnapped Kingspins and Randeki.
I'm not the person that did the Kingspin.
Look at him.
I did not. Do you understand me?
Look at him.
Look at him now.
Or look straight.
When they ask you questions.
Okay. You say you're not the one that did the job. Who did the job?
If you can bring the man to testify, he can verify whether you understand me now.
They are all
Who did the job now?
If you are not the one who did it.
I don't know who did it.
Okay, another one.
In 2011,
Okay.
we kidnapped Greeners Line Transport.
It's not me.
We collected ransom of 80 million naira.
Oga, I swear to God, it's not me.
In 2015, listen now, we kidnapped director of Dan Odete company.
Director?
Dan Odete. We collected 100 million naira ransom. Stop now.
Is that true?
I know about Dan Odete.
Okay.
You understand now? Yeah. But I know I know people that do the. You understand me now? But each time they said they did not collect 100 million. Now what they collected is 50 million.
From Dan Odete?
Yes.
Okay.
You did not take part of what?
He took part. Who was the gang?
Are you not the leader of the gang?
No.
Who is the leader?
Those boys, they are from Warri.
Okay, but you are in contact with them because you know how much they make now. So you know them.
Yes.
Okay, but not be saying that you. Okay.
2012-13, we kidnapped Uyi Technica in Benin and collected ransom of 100 million.
From Uyi Technica. I told you about Uyi Technica and all that.
This is the 130 million naira mansion where Chukwudi Dubememe Onwama DK alias Evans lived until his arrest on Saturday. Closed circuit cameras, super steel gate, and high wired fence. Simply a palatial mansion designed for a king. Once respected in his neighborhood at his Magodo residential home, here is Evans arriving in chains with his head bowed in apparent shame. The father of 5 lived like royalty. This was evident in his test. According to him, he spent more than 40 million naira on furnishing alone. Italian imported furniture, jacuzzi, name it. Evans had them all. For every man, there's a time of weakness and total surrender. It was jubilation as Evans arrived the police command to the waiting arms of curious journalists. The first PRO wasted no time.
After the gun duel with these vicious and notorious criminal gangs are 5 AK-47 rifles, which we display here for you to see, 2 double-barrel long guns equally displayed. We have 1 AK-49 rifle, 2 English pistols, and 59 AK-47 magazines loaded with ammunition. We equally have 1,272 AK-47 ammunition also recovered.
This is the end of the road for a man who has different gangs of kidnappers operating in about 4 states, and at the height of his aberrant career, collected ransom sometimes as high as $1 million. Chukwudi Dumemena Onwama DK 36 from Umodim village, Nnewi North local government area of Anambra State, is said to keep his victims as long as 7 months in captivity until they are able to pay the ransom jaw-droppingly high. He has 2 houses in Magodo and 2 in Akara.